With his face in the Jumbotron up there cost Antonio a big pot. Normally he would have had the lead in the pot and he would have won it on the flop because he flopped a pair of sevens and Phil had nothing.
Stop looking at yourself on TV. We'll return to the Golden Nugget right after this. To book your next trip to Las Vegas, log on to Expedia.com. We take you back to our outer table now. Chris Ferguson has a 3-2 chip advantage over TJ Cloutier. Blinds up to 4 and 8,000. Cloutier with an offsuit ace-10.
One of TJ's favorite hands.
He raises to 24,000. Ace-6 for Ferguson.
Chris going to take that measured amount of time now.
And calls. Flop comes 6-6-6. A monster flop for Chris Ferguson. The Iron Maiden flop. Quad sixes. He checks.
With the same demeanor, and TJ's going to take a stab at this flop.
Bets 35,000.
Now look at Chris. He's doing the same thing he would do if he's going to throw away the hand if he had nothing. He wants to make sure there's no way to get a read on what he has. He has quad sixes. This is the only time in the tournament we've seen anybody flop quads. Look at Chris Ferguson. You'd never know it.
And a calm, cool, and collected call. Turn brings in 9 of spades.
Chris taking time again. Mr. Quads here. Checks again.
Ferguson's check induces another bet out of TJ.
Big one. 80,000. He's trying to get Chris to throw away ace jack, ace queen, or maybe a small pair of deuces, pair of threes.
TJ Cloutier has no idea what he's run into here.
Now, what's Chris going to do now? Oh, he's going all in. You see, TJ has convinced Chris that he has a hand. Chris did not believe that TJ would have put in that $80,000 bet on nothing.
Made it easy for Cloutier to lay it down.
You got the 4 of them, Chris?
TJ asked Chris if he has the 4 of them, and Chris very politely showed him that he had 4 sixes.
I knew there was something funny in this hand. And 2 10s.
Wow, nice lay down.
What's really funny is one of those 10s looked like an ace to me.
Nice lay down, TJ. Very good lay down, sir.
Chris is such a gentleman. He compliments TJ on his fictional hand. We go back to Esfandiari and Hellmuth now with the blind still at 2 and 4,000. Esfandiari continues to lead. Hellmuth with ace-9. He calls. Jack-6 for Esfandiari. Oh, coming in hot. Raises to 17-5.
Yeah. Antonio's going back to that style, which got him the lead in the beginning, raising with anything.
Hellmuth calls. Flop comes 5-4 ace, and again Hellmuth pairs aces.
And Antonio has nothing. Let's see if he fires out.
He indeed fires out. 18-5.
Now, if Phil Hellmuth stays consistent, he'll just call here.
So much, Antonio.
Why so much, Phil? He wants you to throw your hand away.
And Hellmuth does just call.
And in this particular hand, it's going to work out because Antonio has nothing.
On the turn, Esfandiari pairs his jacks.
Well, that's a flush out there now, and Antonio has made a pair. So he tried to take the pot away on the flop. It didn't work. Now he has something. He has a chance of winning the pot with his pair of jacks.
Both players check into the river. 7 of hearts.
They've both made flushes here. Antonio has a 6-high flush. Phil has a 9-high flush.
Call.
Antonio bets 24,000. Helmuth quickly calls and takes down the pot with the higher flush.
Antonio looked like he wanted to say something, give Phil a little needle, but he thought better of it.
Phil Hellmuth has taken the lead. Has the tide turned at our feature table? More right after this. Welcome back to the Golden Nugget Hotel and Casino in downtown Las Vegas, site of the inaugural National Heads Up Poker Championship. To relive the best moments of the 2005 tournament, get the entire series on DVD. All 8 hours, plus special features including an inside look at the first ever draft lottery. DVDs available at headsuppokerchamp.com. Back to our featured table between Antonio Esfandiari and Phil Hellmuth. Hellmuth has extended his lead to just better than 2-1. With the blinds up to 3 and 6,000.
And Phil only looks at one of his cards and calls. He feels a king is good enough to just call with. The other card will be the surprise in his crackerjack box.
Suited 10-4 for Esfandiari. After he looked at both of them, he checks. And the flop comes king 6 deuce, top pair for Hellmuth. We still don't know what that other hole card is. Esfandiari bets 8,500. There it is.
Phil just found out it's a queen.
Good enough for him to call.
And as usual, Phil just calls with a big hand.
And now 2 pair for Hellmuth, the queen on the turn. It's a good thing he checked that other card. Antonio checks. Now Hellmuth with a bet of 15,000.
Well, he hopes Antonio has something. Antonio's making like he's going to make a play, and he is.
Raises to 45,000.
He's picked the wrong time to make a play. Phil Hellmuth has top 2 pair.
How much more you got there, Antonio? I'm all in.
And Hellmuth moves all in.
There's the 30.
Yes, Antonio is convinced Phil that he has a hand.